Valve's weird MOBA shooter is a lot better than you may remember. I am absolutely addicted to Deadlock's movement and satisfying gunplay. But I'm also in love with Deadlock the world. I'm in love with Valve's, once again, 10 out of 10 artistic direction here. Deadlock is essentially every witchy chick's gaming dream. It basically takes place in a world where occult gates opened across the entire Earth, inviting plenty of spooky things into our everyday lives. The game has a pretty eclectic cast of characters and plays upon Halloween-y tropes while not getting too cliche. It adds some interesting kind of dynamics to it. For instance, Abrams and Infernus, these guys are Ixians. These are beings from another mortal plane that we got linked to as a result of the occult gates kind of merging together. And Ixians, as a people, are so immersed in the Deadlock game world to the point that the United States actually has a territory in this infernal plane of Ixia, which sounds kind of strange and a little bit on the nose, but Valve manages to make it work. Valve does a really good job of making the somewhat cartoony art style of the game not feel like it's at the expense of the seriousness or the maturity level of the writing they're trying to accomplish here. Vindicta, if you're not familiar with her backstory, she's a victim of the Salem witch trials, and she's basically brought back as like a revenge-seeking banshee. Her goal now is to eliminate the bloodline of a guy who was responsible for the Salem witch trials now in like the ghost 1940s. It's pretty fucking crazy. This guy, Seven, is basically a rogue mage. The magic FBI was going after his ass because he was magicking it up way too much. They put him in an electric chair, and then he was like, nah, I'd win. He became the electric chair, and then just fucking walloped everybody in the room. Like, just 1vx'd everyone. There's like a ghost CIA. That's fucking sick. That's so cool. And a little bit of the, the Skittle Squad representation. We got Pocket here, who's non-binary. Now, their backstory is kind of interesting because somebody put a hit on them. He survived it. And now this Sorry, I got a little distracted. She's like crashing out on them. But she like volunteered to be a vampire. That's some diva shit. Valve having the nuts to just commit to what's basically a Halloween-themed game, if we want to boil it down in simple terms. Hero shooters have a lot of the tropey kind of like, here's a sniper, here's the revolver guy, It's really, really cool to see them actually try to do something interesting and unique.